Greetings and welcome to newszimbabwe.com news. I am Makanakama Senyama. Stories making the headlines. MDC dismisses President Mnangagwa's denials. Women were raped by soldiers during shutdown period. Mkoba MP Amos Chibaya relieves terrible prison conditions. In the courts, bride who fleeced tycoon husband of $500,000 vanishes soon after conviction. While in sports, Zimbabwe granted right to host major cricket event. And now for the news in greater detail. MDC National Chairperson and MP Tabita Kumalo has dismissed President Emmerson Mnangagwa's denials that some members of the National Army raped women during the widely condemned protest of last month. She said this to journalists at the Parliament building on Tuesday.
What he said was not true. The women were raped, and those women cannot and will not, for fear of victimization, brutalization, and finally death, to go and report the rapes. And as women of Zimbabwe, we are saying no one, from the head of state right down to the Combi Drive, has a right to violate our bodies without our consent.
MDC MP from Koba, Amos Chibaya, says that conditions at Wawa prison are terrible. The MDC National Organizing Secretary was speaking to journalists in Parliament following his recent release from remand prison.
The situation is terrible. Frankly speaking, why? People with minor cases, they actually put together with people with criminal cases. You know, they are murderers, some people who do housebreaking, they just put together the people who have committed minor offenses. So it's actually terrible. Secondly, talking of food, there is nothing, no food at all. The cells, it's actually pathetic. There are no lights, no water. So as far as the conditions that are concerned, I can actually say it's actually terrible for any human being to stay at our prison. Even if you are found guilty, there is no reason whatsoever for any human being to be subjected to such conditions.
Chibaya is among some MDC MPs and activists who were arrested and charged with subversion following last month's violent anti-government protest. A 26-year-old Harare woman who fleeced her husband over $500,000 soon after their wedding disappeared from the Harare Magistrate Court on Tuesday afternoon, a few minutes before her sentence was handed down. Christine Hamilton was found guilty on 4 theft counts earlier on the day by Harare Magistrate Francis Mapfumo, who allowed her to leave court even after finding her guilty. We'll be taking a short break. We'll be back soon.
Many people have been asking me how did I manage it, because they could see that everything was there, everything was just happening, things were being paid. So I've told people that it was through Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. So I would advise everyone to join this Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. Their policy is good because it took all the weight off my shoulders.
In sports, the International Cricket Council has granted Zimbabwe the right to host the Africa Regional Qualification Finals for the 2020 ICC Women T20 Cup Finals to be held in Australia. This was revealed by acting Zimbabwe Cricket Chairman Givemore Makoni at a media briefing in Harare on Tuesday.
The ICC Women's T20 World Cup Africa Qualified 2019 tournament is scheduled to run from the 5th to the 30th of May 2019. The tournament will take place in Harare Venues are Rice Sports Club, Takashika Cricket Club, and Odararians Cricket Club. The following 9 teams will participate in the ICC T20 World Cup Africa Qualified 2019. Zimbabwe, Kenya, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, Tanzania, and Uganda.
To end this bulletin, here is a recap of the headlines. MDC dismisses President Mnangagwa's denial women were raped by soldiers during shutdown period. Mkoba MP Amos Chibaya relieves terrible prison conditions. For these and more stories, do visit our website www.newszimbabwe.com and our YouTube channel News and TV.